I don't know if anyone is out there right now. I can't really tell, but I'm so happy to I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for whoever is out there. I think there's a chat box if you want to. Let me see. Okay, I think there's a chat box if you want to say hi. But basically, today I wanted to talk about different things. I wanted to talk about love and talk about music. Um, and I'm gonna just start by, thanking you because you're my patrons, and I want to thank you so much for being on this journey with me. It means a lot, and I know that I say it in the newsletters and I say thank you. It means the world, but it really does because music is it's very special to me to write it and to share it with people, and I have so much passion for it, and the most rewarding thing in the world is sharing it with people. So I'm just so happy that I can share the music with you, but you're also on this journey. And I'm gonna just talk about a few things, and if you have any questions or want to say anything, you could do it in the chat box. But if you know me, you know that I released an album last year called Odious. And in that album, I was really like rock bottom, down and out. I was very depressed because I wrote that album after my mom passed away from cancer. And then the mentor that I had, he passed away shortly after my mom, 2 months after, and I was just distraught. And I was depressed. I really was. And I didn't know, how I was going to get out of this depression. And so I turned to music. I turned to music to write it and to make it a goal of mine that, okay, I'm going to turn this pain that I have into something that can inspire people. And that's why I turned my life around after I decided to use pain as my muse, as my inspiration to share that with others. And my life turned around because I was able to connect with people like you who, felt the music, and like in return it made me feel like I was less alone, that other people feel these emotions. And it was so rewarding. And after that happened, I've taken a lot of steps to change my life because I didn't like feeling sad. I didn't like feeling depressed. And so I've done a lot of work to change my life around. And I feel like these online hangouts are a good place to share what I've learned, because I'm hoping that maybe just a bit of the information can inspire you. Now, I don't know if you're in a place in your life where you're happy, or perhaps you're not, or perhaps you feel stuck, but these are human emotions that we all feel. And I just want to say that I'm speaking from a place of experience. So everything I say is because I've experienced this. So I've experienced times where I've felt stuck, I've felt a block. And I've literally had to dig deep into my soul to find tools to get through that, to get to happiness. So I want to just first of all say that breathing is so important. I know that sounds so simple, but right now, how are you feeling right now? Are you breathing? And I just want you to check in on that. Are you taking a deep breath? Are you? And this time that we have in life, we can either spend this time, and the breathing is so essential because our health is affected by our thoughts and about how aware we are of our bodies right now. And if you feel tense or like you can't breathe, imagine that that's how you're feeling throughout the day and even when you go to sleep. And that's not good for your body. So I wanted to say to just breathe and to be aware of that. That's like, it's such a simple thing, but a lot of people don't talk about that. But it's such a gift to be able to breathe. And along those lines of being aware and breathing, I want to talk about the thought process that we have. And for anyone who's just jumped on, I'm just talking about ways that I've been able to become more fulfilled in life, because I came from such a dark place of sadness, you know, a few years ago. And so I'm just sharing ways that, I think it got darker, but I'm just sharing ways that I've broken through that and I've become happier. But I just want to say this. I think as human beings, we spend a lot of time worrying. And there's quotes that say we worry about all these things that 90% of the time are never happen. But I just want to entertain the thought that what if we spent the time that we sometimes worry, which is a very habitual thing that us humans do. We worry about whether things are going to go right. We're worried about the future. But what if we spend that time thinking about all the possibilities, the amazing things that can happen? So I want to say in 2018, for this next year, what if we spend our time, you know, throughout the day, instead of, you know, we check in with our thoughts, instead of thinking about the things that could go wrong, what if you think about all the possibilities, all the great things that can happen, all the things that are there for you. And there's so much there for us. There's so much that we can achieve in our lives. Anything is really possible if we just, you know, visualize it. One of the things that I've been implementing in my life that I want to share with you is visualization. And I don't know if you guys visualize, and I'd be curious if you do, but I just started doing it in the past year. And it's amazing. It's amazing to try it, and it's amazing that the effect that it has on your life and manifesting things. And if you've never visualized, visualization only takes a few minutes, and I try to do it when I wake up or in the morning. You could even do it while you're walking. You could even do it while you're in the car. And you could do it before you go to sleep. But it's just a process of imagining your best case scenario of what you want in life. So you're just imagining that, and you're doing this process, this visualization process, like very successful athletes do with their coaches. It's about, you know, getting into this place where you can imagine yourself doing the things that you might be afraid of or that you might think are impossible. But I want to say to you that if anyone out there in the world is doing something that you'd like to do, you can do that, because anything is possible. Or if someone has something that you would like that you don't have, if someone else has that, you can have that too, because anything is possible. So, you know, I'm here. I just feel very inspired to tell you that you can have whatever you want. And I say this because this is something that I'm working through. It's something that I'm, you know, working on to manifest into my life. You know, I'm very excited because I've been writing a lot, and there's some songs that I have that are joyous and loving, and they're, you know, I'm hoping that they inspire people, but that is the next goal in my life, is to release a new album, probably an EP album later this, you know, late in 2018 or early 2019. But these are all things that, you know, I visualize and I hope to do, and stuff like that. So I'm going to take a break and take a sip of water, but there's a few other things, other tools that I want to talk to you about that I've been using to, you know, help to move me forward in life. And I want to share them because they've worked for me. But I don't know who's out there. I don't know who's there. But if you want to say hello in the chat box, I'd love to hear from you. Or if you have any questions. Can I get a one hi, a one hello from someone? I don't see anything in the chat box, so I don't know if it's working or not, but I'll keep going. I'll keep talking. And then Ethan. Hi Ethan from Australia. How are you? And you know what's really interesting? Seeing your hello came up at 1:11 p.m. And I don't want to get too, you know, too I don't know what the word is, too spiritual on you, or too cosmic on you. But 111 is a special number because it is the connection. This is what I've read, because I see 111 everywhere. And then when Ethan said hello, 111 came up. But ones are connections to angels and to being in that energy and being in that place. And speaking of angels, and Ethan, thank you for saying hi. And gosh, I've wanted to go to Australia for so long. I hear amazing things about Australia, about the people, and that it's a beautiful place. So hi, it's really nice to hear from you. But what's really interesting about the ones coming up and just about angels is, I don't know if you guys believe in angels, and if you don't, you know, I understand, but I sometimes believe in angels. I really do, because there's situations where, you know, people are in scenarios where, like, I got into a like insane car accident when I was 17. When I started driving, I was wild and reckless, and I was driving a fast car, like 70 miles per hour in New York, where I grew up. And it was ice on the roads. There was ice, and I should have been going, you know, 20 miles per hour, but I was going 70. I was crazy. And I'm not that crazy anymore, but I slid, and I didn't have my seatbelt on, and the car went like 3 times in circles, and I hit a tree, and I got out of the car, and I was fine because the back of the car hit a tree. But anyway, at that point, I really believed in angels, because I could have died. And I feel like, you know what, there's this, when I wake up in the morning and I live life, sometimes I get into my ego, and not just sometimes, but a lot of times. And the ego is just that voice talking to you that is, sometimes has fear, or sometimes is worried. That's the voice, or sometimes is unsure if you can accomplish something, or whatever that is, that ego part. But I believe that we do have access to like an angelic energy that can help us. And whether you call it the universe, or whether you call it angels, or whether you call it love, or whatever it is, that's something that I've been trying to tap into lately, to understand that, you know, I'm not alone. in this world, and there is an energy out there that's here to help us. And you know, I'm always trying to figure out, like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose in life? And I know it's music, and in my heart, I'm just doing my best to write songs that are from my soul, that can have some sort of truth in it to help inspire people. And so, just going back to the angelic energy, I just want to say that don't feel alone. And I don't know if you do or if you don't, but I believe there's this beautiful energy out there that we can tap into it, whether it's our higher self, angels, God, universe, etc. But I want to just stop for a second because I know I'm speaking quite fast. But I want to see if you guys have any questions about anything, about life. Because one of my favorite things in the world is to talk to my friends about life and to discuss things, to discuss any obstacles we're going through and to help each other. So, I mean, I just kind of want to open up, and if you guys want to discuss any subject, I'll just wait to see in the chat box if there's anyone who wants to discuss anything. Anything? Nothing? Okay. I'm going to wait a few more seconds, or 30 seconds. And while I wait to see if you guys want to talk about anything or any subject, I'm going to tell you that I'm drinking water with apple cider vinegar in it. And apple cider vinegar has cured me of having sinusitis and having small colds. It really has. I just put a little of it in my water every day, and I'm healthy now. And I know that, you know, maybe you're not, I don't know if you're into health or you want to know, but this stuff, just a little apple cider vinegar a day is miraculous. It really is. Okay. No one's saying anything. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm wondering who else is out there, but we have Australia, we have the USA here. I'm gonna keep going. So I'm gonna talk about something else, and these are just tools that I use to stay positive and to stay on purpose. And speaking of purpose, I'm so interested, I just want to say this quickly, I'm so interested in helping people find their purpose in life. In case people haven't found their purpose, like, I feel like that is one of my goals in life, is to help people figure out what their purpose is in life. And so I'm thinking about doing something with that, like maybe doing private Skype sessions, helping people, or maybe writing a small book to help people find their purpose. You know, I don't know if that sounds good to you guys, but I'm going to tell you about another tool that I've been using recently to stay afloat of this thing called life. And sometimes, you know, life can be challenging. But the other thing that I've been using, and I know you probably have heard about this, but it's called, but I've never really used it. And I just started to, and it's really cool. But it's called affirmations, and affirmations is just a positive thing that you would say to keep you focused on good and keep you elevated. You know, because to spread love, to be happy, to reach your goals, to excel your life to where you want to go. It's really about, I think, your vibration, and your vibration is just the energy that you exude. And that energy is created by your thoughts first, and then it's emotion. And when you're excuse me, when you're feeling, like, if you're feeling happy and you're feeling good, more good comes to you. So, you know, your vibration is created by, like, your constant thoughts, and our constant thoughts are just habit. It's just what we're used to. And so it's about, you know, disrupting the thoughts that you have. In case your thoughts aren't positive, it's about disrupting that and to going into a more uplifting, positive state. Why would you do that? Because first of all, it's good for your health. Like, the more uplifted you are, the more you know, positive you're thinking, the better your health is going to be, the more good things are going to come into your life. So getting back to affirmations, that's been something that I've been doing. An affirmation is just a saying. It's a saying that it could be something like, I am here and now, and I'm breathing. Or it could be something like, good things come to me. It could be something like, I love life, or I love myself and I love others, or I exude love, or whatever it is, or I'm moving forward. Or it has to resonate within your heart and soul, that it's something that when you say it, it makes you feel calm and peaceful. So one of the tools that I've been using are affirmations. And I'm not gonna tell you, sorry, I thought there was like a fly, but I'm not gonna tell you the affirmation that I use, because I use like several. You could use several, but what I've been doing, like this new thing that I learned, this new exercise, is that anytime you are feeling a negative thought or anything that makes you feel bad about anything, to say that affirmation and to take a deep breath. And what that does is that disrupts your pattern in your mind of thinking negative thoughts about whatever it is, like whether it's about work or whether it's about yourself or about your family or whatever. You say a saying and it disrupts it, and you say that every time, and then suddenly, I promise you this, you're gonna shift your energy. You're gonna shift it, and you're gonna feel different, and you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel healthier, and whatever your constant pattern of thinking is, if it's like a certain worry, you're gonna break that down, and you're not gonna worry anymore. And that's the whole point of what I wanted to talk about today, is to, wherever you're putting your energy of thought, you might as well, instead of worry, instead of negative thoughts, you might as well imagine the best case scenario of whatever you're thinking about. Whatever you're thinking about. Whatever you're thinking about in the next month, start thinking about what could go right instead of what could go wrong. Whatever it is, what could go right? What could be the best situation? And so I wanted to share that with you because it's helping me to become a better person. And these are things that that are tools to use in life, because if I didn't use those tools, I would not be good for myself or for anyone. And I really want to be someone here for people and to inspire people. And that's basically what I wanted to say today. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions at all? You guys are shy. Okay. I'm gonna wait till someone says something. I would love if someone said anything or had any question about anything, about music, about, life. So if you guys could sing anything, that would be great. Anything? The only person who said something I saw was Ethan. And so I know the chat is working. I'm just gonna kind of tap here. Okay. No one's saying anything. All right. Maybe you guys are multitasking and you can't, or driving or something and you can't chat. I've never really thought, thank you for this. Okay, this is great. I never really thought about the meaning. Oh man. It disappeared. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to go onto my YouTube channel to see this because it disappears from my phone. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Where is the live thing? See, I'm still learning about how to go live on YouTube to the best of my ability here, so please bear with me. Okay, hold on. How do I go to the live thing on my computer? Sorry. My channel, and I'm going to about videos, home, YouTube. Hold on, just one second. I could do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. I think I could do this. Do we have it? I'm clicking on the link on my computer now. Okay, I got it. I've never really thought about the meaning or purpose of my life, but I could definitely relate to you when you say that music is your purpose. I have a passion for writing and creating my. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. That's really nice that you have a passion. I've never really thought about the meaning, but I could definitely relate when you say music. I have a passion for writing and creating my experiences. That's awesome, Ethan. I feel like writing is I feel like writing, and creating your experiences. I think that that's a beautiful purpose. Like I know you don't think about the meaning, but I think that sharing your experiences through writing and through your stories is beautiful. It's to connect to humanity and to make people feel, probably less alone because they could read your stories and they can feel connected to you, and that's really a beautiful thing. If you would, what would be really cool? I love reading. And I love learning about writers and stuff. So if you could put your link in the chat box, Ethan, only if you feel comfortable. If you have a website or a place where people can learn about your stories, that would be awesome if you could put it in the chat box there. Is there anyone else out there who could say something? I would love to hear from you. You can say something, you can ask a question, whatever you'd like. Is anyone gonna say something? I'm gonna say something. Hi everyone. I don't know if you guys see that. I'm just wondering where everyone's from. But I know we're getting close to being online for 30 minutes, and I was gonna end at 30 minutes. So I'm gonna just look at the chat box and see if anyone's gonna say something. But also, I just wanted to say again, I really, I can't even tell you how happy I am that you guys are my patrons. It means a lot. I've got some I'm still working on my first book, haven't quite finished it, struggling to get the motivation to finish. But I should hopefully be able to publish something this year. That's awesome. That's really awesome, Ethan. Um, you're going to finish it this year and you'll publish it. I think that, with writing things, sometimes it needs to take its course, like you need to let it flow. It's art, but you'll publish it this year. I have no doubt. And when you do publish it, if you would share it, that would be great, and I could tweet it out and Facebook it and share it. But that's awesome. I have two friends who are writers, and it takes a while to write a book. I have one of my best girlfriends, she's trying to write a book. She hasn't even started, but every time I'm on the phone with her, all she does is talk about this book that she's writing. But it's been almost a year that she's been talking about it, but she's never sat down to write it. So you're you're way ahead of her because you're working on it, and I just try to inspire her to start. So if you started, you're 80% there. It's all about starting, and I struggle with that. I struggle with even starting things, but once you get into it, like it's gonna you'll finish it and it'll happen. So congratulations in advance on your first book. That's so awesome. I'm trying to write a book myself, but I haven't started it, and I'm just figuring out the message of what it's gonna be. But I want to write a book to help people find their purpose in life, or find some keys to love and happiness. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here, and thank you for being my patrons. I've got some new projects on the way in 2018. I'm not rushing it though, because I want to take my time to give you guys, something good. But thank you for tuning in. We're gonna do this once a month. And if you guys have anything else in the chat box that you want to say or questions, please do right now. I'm waiting. But if not, then I wish you guys an amazing month, rest of the month in January. And I love you guys, and you are loved, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Okay? Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye.